Hello everyone, in this video I'll try to give information about drum pedal settings, which are the footboard height, the beater angle and the beater length, and the most important one, the spring tension. And at the end of the video I'll just mention about the drumhead tightness and the pedal symmetry too. So let's start with the spring tension settings. Spring tension is the most important setting of a drum pedal. It is directly related to your technique and the kind of music that you are playing. I have basically categorized the tensions into 4 groups: loose, medium, tight, and very tight spring tensions. This loose spring tension can be set for the styles like hard rock, ballads, heavy metal, pop, or some kind of jazz, like styles which have metronome under 150 BPM. Generally, some old school drummers use this setting. If I'm going to play a powerful AC/DC song, I want to set my spring tensions to loose. The advantage of this setting is you can have very powerful strokes because of the oscillation. It's also related with the beater travel. Loose tension springs will have longer beater travel. While playing with this setting, you will almost always use the leg motion technique. So you can play simple, basic mid-tempo grooves, very powerful and sharp. But also loose spring tension can be used for jazz drummers who use heel-down technique for controlled, less volumed and muffled sound. But the disadvantages are the pedal will have very late rebound. It will turn back to its beginning position very late, and it will be unsuitable for slide motions. So it's definitely not a suitable setting for fast players. And I have known some professional pop drummers who are using the spring even much more looser than this. But honestly, all of them were not aware what they were doing. Because they play easy stuff, they have just get used to it in a wrong way. Yes, playing simple grooves will be easier with loose spring tension, but getting used to that much looseness will stop your technical improvement after a point, if you are using any heel-up technique. Just some old-school jazz players use very loose spring tension who are playing with heel-down technique. You will get what I mean much better in the other examples. Medium spring tension is a lot of drummers' choice. Its advantages are you can have very controlled beats and it's good for vertical slides, and this spring tension is suitable for heel-down technique too. Also, this setting might be the optimum setting for the beginners. But the disadvantage is it's not a good setting for horizontal slides like swivel technique. If you want to play fast with swivel technique, this spring tension setting will limit you. But I've used this spring tension for so many years and played metal with it. So this helped me a lot to improve my stroke power and my dynamics. This spring tension is what I use now. I used to play with medium spring tension a couple of years ago, but I've increased the tension of the spring to get faster beats. This adjustment's advantage is when you get used to it and learn to synchronize with the pedal, generally you can control it like it's medium spring tension using the same energy. And it's very good for all kinds of slide techniques, including swivel technique, but the disadvantage is sometimes it needs more energy for some slower grooves especially, because the pedal wants to return to its starting position faster. This spring tension is almost 100% for extreme metal drummers. The advantage is you will not have any limits by using this tension setting, especially to play faster than 200 BPM. Of course, this is a choice and a matter of getting used to it. With a maximum spring tension, especially with direct drive pedals, controlling the grooves will be much harder. You will not feel the smoothness of the pedal under your foot. If you want to play that fast, plus that groovy, you need to work much more than the other spring settings to adjust that pedal feeling. I want to mention another important thing about the springs. The spring hardness is very important too, besides its tension. I have played these examples with hard springs, but with the exact same settings, soft springs were going to feel considerably different. I want to show this difference with a basic example. To one pedal I have set a soft spring, and to another one I have set a tight spring with the exact same spring tension. And now see how their swingings are different. So take this into consideration and try your pedals with different types of springs too. Now let's discuss about the beater angle. Must it be very close for to play fast, or must it be very angled to play stronger? What can be the optimum beater angle? We can say that the optimum beater angle is between 40 and 50 degrees angle, which beater makes with the drum head. The optimum angle is related with the spring tension and the styles of music that you are playing. I use it around 45 degrees with tight spring tension. So with the informations which I gave in this video, you can find your own angle combining it with the spring tension settings. However you arrange the spring, playing this kind of beater angle is unnecessary. The beater will always hit top of your foot on all of your strokes. So angles like 70 to 90 degrees are pointless to use. It can be only used with maximum spring tension, almost always with a drag drive pedal, and definitely with kick triggers. When you have short beater treble, you will have very low dynamics. You can see some drummers say that it's totally wrong, but it's not. Yes, me neither don't like the feeling of it. It's a rare choice, but it can be used with ankle motion technique on extreme speeds. Or totally reverse, it can be used with loose spring tension with heel down technique by some jazz drummers for softer and controlled strokes. I use 22-inch of bass drums and the beater still hit a bit above from the center. Maybe if I put my pedal on a 24-inch bass drum, then I will hit the middle. I use long beaters and adjust them higher to get more powerful strokes. So there's no such a thing that the beater must hit the middle of the head. It can hit the middle, a bit above or a bit below. And I can say for this topic, the height of the beater is related with the weight of the beater and your spring tension adjustment. With heavier beaters, you can just lower the height of the beater, so it's basic physics. And the decision is up to you. Just try not to make it ridiculously long or ridiculously short. For footboard height, just be sure that it's not too high. If it's too high, because of your foot position, your shin muscles will squeeze and it will not be a suitable position, or low. In this case, you will not have enough range for a proper stroke. Plus, if you are using a chain drive, chain will be much looser and minimize the rebound. And some pedals, the pedal will hit the bottom, so no one uses this setting. So almost always, all the drummers use the medium height. I just recommend you to use the footboard just a bit higher than you use normally to get stronger strokes. Don't forget to measure both of them with a measuring tape so you can adjust them both with exact same height. Does bass drum head tightness matter? As all you can guess, if you tighten the head, it will have more rebound, or if you loosen it, it will have less rebound. But it doesn't affect that much your technique. If you master your foot technique, even you will not notice the tightness of the bass drum head while you are playing. But you'll notice it from the sound. So I suggest you to adjust your bass drum head by taking the sound into consideration, not the rebound or technical stuff. But yes, if you loosen the head so much, it will be harder to play faster. When you lose the head, you'll get a punchier sound with high frequencies. When you tighten it, the low frequencies will be higher, but the high frequencies will decrease. I'm not going to jump into tuning in this video, but if you tighten it so much, honestly, it will sound disgusting with a humming sound. If you want to use it very tight, I suggest you to use some pillows or blankets in the bass drum. And you may need to use triggers for better tuning. And lastly, I want to mention about the symmetry of the pedals. It's an important thing to have equally pedal positions, so you can play with healthier technique with your slave foot. I see some drummers playing with not equally positions, mostly drummers who use twin pedal. They sometimes set the left pedal a bit closer to them. Just check out your pedal position symmetry and correct it if it's not symmetrical. And the distance between two pedals is related to you and your posture. Just try not to have very short distance between them, so your knees don't hit the snare. Okay, so the next video will be about building up the blast beats. See you in the next one.